I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. After highs in the 80s this first day of fall, low pressure and a cold front continue to drop to the southeast, increasing our thunderstorm chances through tonight. Severe weather is possible through just after midnight with quarter-size hail and wind gusts up to 60. There is a slight risk of severe storms, level 2 of 5 for eastern Nebraska locations along and east of Highway 81 and over southwest and south central Kansas. All other locations in a lower marginal risk. Higher thunderstorm chances are tonight through tomorrow morning before drying out from north to south during the afternoon. Rainfall should range from 1/10 of an inch in northern Nebraska locations to localized heavy amounts of 2 to 3 inches in southern Nebraska to northern Kansas. Wednesday through the weekend is dry. Highs drop into the mid to upper 60s tomorrow before warming into the upper 70s to the mid 80s for Thursday through the weekend. The warmer and drier trend could last well into next month with no hard freeze in the foreseeable future. That's a trend that shows up in our long-term forecast. Warmer than normal temperatures likely this weekend through the first 5 days of October for Nebraska, Kansas, and the entire U.S. By October 5th in central Nebraska, daytime highs are usually in the low 70s and average overnight lows are in the low 40s. Slightly below normal rainfall is predicted for Nebraska and Kansas this weekend through early next week before a near normal rainfall outlook the middle of next week through October 5th. Key weather factors impacting the markets include areas of heavy rain in the central U.S. and rain across Argentina, Europe, and central Brazil. Active weather builds southward and eastward, helping to boost 5-day rainfall to 2 to 4 inches or more from the mid-south into the Ohio Valley and mid-Atlantic. Rain totals of at least 1 to 2 inches fall in a much broader area, extending southward to the Gulf Coast and westward across the Central Plains. Only a few areas east of the Rockies, including the Northern Plains, Southern Plains, and far upper Midwest, remain mostly dry the rest of the week. Despite the overall wet weather, much of the U.S. continues to observe unusually warm weather. This weekend, a storm departs the East Coast, leaving much of the U.S. dry through the middle of next week, helping to increase harvest. In central Brazil, very isolated or non-existent rain this week delays the start of planting until more consistent rain. Conditions in southern Brazil remain good for widespread planting. Argentina saw widespread rainfall for most key growing areas over the weekend. Limited frost across southeastern Argentina may cause some damage to wheat and delay corn planting. Soybean planting in Argentina begins next month. Across Europe, heavy rain in France spreads eastward this week, possibly benefiting Spain that needs more rain for winter wheat planting and establishment. With the check of ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.